This is AHNTECH's Video Submission of Experience, Factor 1 for Solicitation 70LART21RPB00001. The following information is provided to the government for evaluation purposes only. The information is not intended for public disclosure for any purpose. The presenters today are myself, Mr. Ken Rogers, AHNTECH Program Manager, and Mr. Roy Zane, AHNTECH Director of Compliance Programs. My name is Kenneth Rogers. I'm a Program Manager with AHNTECH. I've been with AHNTECH since 2006. Prior to that, I was a base civil engineer at the Barry Goldwater Gunnery Range. Prior to that, I was in the U.S. Air Force. AHNTECH was founded in 1984. Headquartered in Mountain View, California, we provide global support in 12 countries on 3 continents, with over 200 locations worldwide. The current contracts cited for this solicitation are the AEC Range Maintenance and Repair Support at Camp Lejeune, North Carolina, the DODEA Preventive Maintenance and Repair at Fort Stewart, Georgia, the government-owned contractor-operated fuels facilities in Korea, the Logistics Management Support Services in Huntsville, Alabama, and the Novosello Training Area in Bulgaria. The relevant past contracts are the primary training ranges, air combat training systems, contractor operation and maintenance services at 29 Palms, O&M of multinational aircrew electronic warfare tactics, the Korean Training Range Complex, and the Multipurpose Range Complex at Fort Stewart. Computerized maintenance tracking programs that we currently use are Maximo, School Dude, Upkeep, and Express Maintenance. The range maintenance repair support we provide at Camp Lejeune, we provide all the supervision, labor, personnel, tools, materials, training, and other items and services to provide general repairs necessary to keep the 104 live fire training ranges and the 493 facilities in usable condition. The contracts support the Department of the Navy. The maintenance tasks include, but are not limited to, carpentry, welding, masonry, electrical, painting, heavy equipment operations, mechanical maintenance, and trash removal. This includes IDIQ work which can range from structure and facility repair to earthwork. We also provide support for fabricating, installing, and repairing metal works, gates, barriers, signs, fences, etc. throughout the Camp Lejeune area of operations. The area of operations of the installation are over 200 acres, requires nearly non-stop inspections of different facilities and areas to support proper maintenance. This is an example of an IDIQ, a visual target for snipers. This was before, and this is after. Next contract is a DODEA Preventive Maintenance and Repair at Fort Stewart, Georgia. We are currently fulfilling the Department of the Army Corps of Engineers requirement for preventive maintenance and repair services for the DODEA Americas facilities at Fort Stewart, Georgia, Fort Jackson, and Laurel Bay, South Carolina. The services under this contract encompass a wide range of facility services such as operation and maintenance of heating and cooling systems, plumbing, kitchen equipment, facilities control systems, playgrounds, and other facility components. This is an example of one of the cafeterias and the kitchen equipment. This is an example of one of the mechanical rooms. And this is a set of 150-ton chillers and a freezer located at one of the schools. The services are provided on an ongoing basis without protracted lapse to ensure that the building system continue to operate efficiently and safely for the benefit of the students and the teachers that inhabit them. The facilities under this action include 14 facilities comprised of 11 schools and 3 support facilities totaling approximately 800,000 square feet. Government-owned, contracted, operated fuels facilities in Korea. We provide the operation and maintenance of the GOCO fuels facilities at 10 geographically separated Army installations in South Korea. We operate the bulk storage, the railhead offload, the barge receipts, the tanker truck offloading and receipt points of fuels testing lab and aviation hot points for refueling aircraft. We provide grounds maintenance in the bulk storage fueling areas, and that consists of mowing and weeding and trimming in the topographical areas similar to the scope of this contract. Environmental safety is critical and is highly controlled with proper procedures to ensure all environmental concerns and risks are mitigated or eliminated. We perform all operation and operator maintenance, which includes inspection, service, and maintenance of all fuels distribution systems and equipment in accordance with the applicable directives, manufacturer specifications, and best commercial practices. This includes a rigorous and thorough preventative maintenance program. This is the locations of our sites in South Korea. This is a typical HARP or hot air refueling point. We manage 3 of these. This is Logistics Management Support Services at Huntsville, Alabama. We provide the supervision and labor and services necessary for the performance of in-house general logistics maintenance services for all buildings, suites within the Huntsville, Alabama area of responsibility for non-real property assets. We're responsible for the computer-aided drawing or CAD drawings for designing office layouts and devising furniture installation, floor plans for an average of 900 employees. We perform specific duties, including the tear down and reassembly of the systems furniture acquired by the government, again, for these 900 employees. We constantly research and recommend new and replacement parts from the government mandatory sources for ordering system and system components. This is an example. This is the outside of the facility in Huntsville, 150,000 square feet of open office space. The multi-purpose range complex at Fort Stewart. We run this for the 3rd Infantry Division. It is mainly range maintenance for remote target devices, and we operate mowing and moving of stationary targets, operated 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Of this facility, we handle close to 300 stationary targets. There's armored targets, moving targets, roads and grounds, 30 miles of roads, 1,600 acres of complex. We do service repair and maintenance of high voltage and underground systems and perform corrosion control, along with maintenance and repairs on the flags, the lights, and the range fan markers. We maintain and repair the target pits, heat tables, the thermals, target beams, foxholes, and the related structures along with the other systems. Inspections and maintenance of all targets and devices are associated equipment on a rotational basis. Maintenance repair of all the berms using heavy equipment and rakes and shovels and berms for moving stationary tank and troop type targets. We do maintenance and custodial services for all the facilities, fill and replace the sandbags for all target locations, and maintenance of the 3 drain fields and septic systems. The next presenter is Mr. Roy Zane, Director of Compliance Programs.
Hi, this is Roy Zane. I'm the Director of Compliance Programs for AHNTECH. I've been in this position for a little over 15 years, and I'm directly involved in the execution of all AHNTECH O&M contracts in the capacity of quality control, safety, environmental, and ethics and compliance. I'm going to cover a few contracts for relevancy. We've got several locations we're going to look at and several contracts. The first one is the Novo Selo training area. There are 2 locations in Bulgaria. Primary training ranges contract. There are 10 CONUS locations. Air combat training system. There are 4 CONUS locations. 29 Palms contractor O&M services. Got 3 locations there. And lastly, I'm going to speak to Polygon Range. There are 4 Germany locations and 3 locations in France. We'll start with the Novo Selo training area in Bulgaria, otherwise known as NSTA. This is a joint U.S.-Bulgarian military training base located about 45 miles west of the Black Sea. We are currently performing or have performed the following contracts at NSTA: range maintenance labor services, multiple award task order contract or MATOC, and physical training equipment. The range maintenance labor service is where AHNTECH provides management and maintenance for the NSTA range complex facilities and infrastructure sustaining the training mission. We provide day-to-day O&M of ranges as well as target maintenance and associated equipment. This work includes maintaining live fire ranges by replacing and repairing targets and building field of fire berms. AHNTECH provides 24/7 response to unexpected surges as necessary. The AHNTECH Bulgaria contract, we maintain the following NSTA range and functional area projects: tracked gunnery targets, moving gunnery targets, aviation gunnery targets, range observation tower, machine gun range, automatic sniper range, urban breaching O&M, automated record fire range, hazmat storage, and forward arming and refuel point. Another one on AHNTECH was that we performed the disarm pad construction at Graf Ignatievo Air Base out of the NSTA contracting function. This project complied with DoD, NATO, European Union, and host base or host nation standards. It expanded airfield capabilities to accommodate the U.S. Air Force F-15 and Bulgarian Air Force MiG-29 combat fighter aircraft, and it included complete design, build, and construction of the pad, mixing, laying portable cement concrete, building asphalt shoulders, designing separation drainage and base course layers, installing drainage systems, installing taxiway lighting, installing pavement markers, and building berms, and performing earthwork and grading. For the physical training gym equipment, AHNTECH purchased and set up over $750,000 worth of physical training equipment at the NSTA and in Romania. In accordance with the warranty agreement, we are providing maintenance of this equipment for the next 5 years. The next contract is the Primary Training Ranges contract. This is an Air Combat Command contract in the CONUS. We performed O&M and support of the following geographically separated PTR sites: 1 electronic combat range in South Carolina, 5 bombing and gunnery ranges in North Carolina, Florida, New Mexico, Georgia, and Idaho, 3 electronic scoring sites in Texas, South Dakota, and Utah, and the RIS at Nellis Air Force Base in Nevada. We were the sole prime contract for this effort from 2000 until 2014. The mission of the primary training ranges for the electronic combat range and electronic scoring sites is to provide radar bomb scoring and electronic combat scoring to combat air crews using various radar and threat radar systems. Included is facilities and infrastructure support, as well as ground maintenance and pest management. For the bombing and gunnery ranges, we provide air-to-ground munitions delivery as well as electronic combat training, and included in this is facilities and infrastructure support, as well as firefighting, robust range and grounds maintenance, range safety, and pest control management. And when I use the term robust range and grounds maintenance, there are hundreds and hundreds of miles of unimproved roads that we maintain. Next contract is the Air Combat Training Systems, or ACTS, and AHNTECH provided O&M and technical support for the Air Combat Training System and its subsystems, which is primarily the air combat maneuvering and instrumentation and ancillary equipment. Located at Gulfport Combat Readiness Training Center in Mississippi, Luke Air Force Base in Arizona, Tyndall Air Force Base in Florida, and the Volk Field Combat Readiness Training Center in Wisconsin. We provide instrumentation, pod loading and unloading, and aircraft aircrew mission debriefing. The pod shown in this image is the Air Combat Maneuvering and Instrumentation pod. The next contract I'll discuss is 29 Palms, contractor operated maintenance services. It's 3 locations located in 29 Palms, California, Yuma Proving Ground, and Bridgeport, California, Mountain Warfare Training Center. Primary customer is the Marine Corps. On this contract, we maintain various training devices and ranges at the Marine Corps Air Ground Combat Center and the Marine Corps Air Center. Types of equipment maintained were infantry target mechanisms, infantry moving target carriers, small arms sound simulators, military operations in urban terrain or MOUT, assault courses, and live fire course. There are over 100 ranges involved in the 29 Palms contract, and those are assault ranges, firing ranges, precision gunnery ranges, electronic battle and tactical courses, anti-armor and live fire tracking, tactical video capture, and network systems are also supported on this contract. The final contract I'm going to talk to is the operations and maintenance of the multinational aircrew electronic warfare tactics facility, better known as Polygon. The main customer is the United States Air Force in Europe, German, French, and other NATO air forces. The mission was to evaluate tactics and electronic combat training. Equipment used on this contract mirrors that of the PTR contract in that we use several radar systems for tracking aircraft, threat radar systems to present threats to the aircrews, and the tasks included O&M of those radar systems, facilities, and grounds maintenance. Thank you very much for your time.